Hey friends, welcome to Rayport Campground. Hey friends, welcome to Rayport Campground. This campground is located in Martins River, Nova Scotia. Martins River is just a little hamlet. I don't think there's a whole lot here, but the location of this campground is great for so many reasons, especially if you're interested in the Unesco Heritage Site of the town of Lunenburg, which is literally, if it's 20 minutes away, I'd be surprised. I would say about 10 to 15. Drove through the other day, but I was also looking for other things, so my time might be off. Also, just down the road here is a turnoff to the tours and that kind of thing that will take you to Oak Island, which is, yes, the same Oak Island where those guys are digging for treasure. I think they're into what, 6 or 7 or 9 seasons on whatever channel that show was on. I don't watch it, obviously, but it's basically right down the road. So that makes this technically the closest campground to Oak Island. So if you're a fan of the show and you want to come and do a couple of tours, there's tours that go out to the island, show you around, show you what they've been digging and where and all the different things that they found, the money pit and all that kind of stuff. Again, I don't watch the show. I'm just being pretty vague and rambling on about nothing. Also, you're close to the town of Mahone Bay, which is a very picturesque community right on Mahone Bay, which is also shared by Lunenburg and Chester. Now, Chester is around the other side of Mahone Bay, and Chester is a smaller village. I drove through there in 2009 on my winter road trip, and I remember it being like really pretty, kind of cool, right? This whole area, like Lunenburg, Mahone Bay, the town, and Chester, are all kind of pretty picturesque and pretty nice little neighborhoods, nice little towns. So you're going to want to take your time kind of, exploring, looking around. Lunenburg especially has like so many cool little shops and stuff, and a lot of historic, places to see. There's been movies and TV shows filmed there because it's just one of those places. So that said, you're close to all those attractions, those fun places to go and explore. And the campground itself, well, if you didn't really want to go anywhere, it's not a bad place to be either. So the campground is a family-owned campground. Ray started this campground in 1972, and next year is their 50th anniversary. His son Dave is also here on the premises pretty much 24/7 as far as I can tell. I see him all the time. Him and the other guys that they have helping them out are basically always busy, always fixing things, you know, general maintenance during the season. The campground consists of 90 sites. 50 of those are seasonal sites and 40 of those are overnight sites. Most of the overnight sites are along the river, which is pretty cool because you park, you get settled, and you open up your windows and you hear the river trickling by, so it's quite peaceful at night. They also have some pretty nice secluded non-service tent sites, which is actually what I'm in right now. I just decided to kind of park myself on one of the picnic tables in an empty one to do this video, just because as some of you know, I'm easily distracted and will go off on weird tangents, and when I'm seeing people and there's other noises and that kind of thing, I just lose my concentration. So as far as amenities go, you have a main building. That's the office, which is also a store. You can get firewood, you can get some groceries, you can get ice. Rollins decided that we needed some ice cream the other night, so we decided to go up and get a couple ice cream sandwiches from the store. On the back of the store is your washrooms with hot showers. Those are free. And there's also a laundry room with 2 washers, 2 dryers, as well as a pool and a dump station. Now, like I said, there's a few unserviced tent sites, but the majority of them are serviced with power and water. I believe some of them might have gray water sewer hookups, but I'm not 100% sure. Dave's mentioned something about that. But technically, you're using the dump station on your way out, or if you're here for an extended period of time, they also offer a honey wagon pump out service. One of the guys will come by with the truck and the little pump tank thing, and they'll pump you out. And that's also free of charge while you're here. It's covered by your fees for the night or the week or however long you're here. Now, as far as the campground goes, if you just want to get out and explore and walk around, go for a walk, take the dog, that kind of thing, there's lots of trails and kind of dirt roads that go in and around here. Dave was telling me that a while back, the province of Nova Scotia decommissioned a bunch of rail lines and connectors, and those basically became part of a program called Rails to Trails. And those rail lines became hiking and walking trails, and apparently you can walk for days through this area, and there's like the main rail line trail, and then there's connectors and that kind of thing. So depending where you want to go and that kind of thing, if you're a big hiker and want to go for long walks, definitely check into that. One thing I noticed while out walking the dog, there's like tons of mushrooms around here. I mean, I grew up in BC, and it's pretty wet and moist there in the summertime, that kind of spring and fall and that. And there can be quite a few mushrooms. I know there's mushroom pickers all over the place. They go up to old previous forest fire sites because the ash is good for the mushrooms, and they pick mushrooms and like sell them and that kind of thing. But just walking around here, and now don't get me wrong, I know nothing about species of mushrooms or types of mushrooms or whatever. I've just been noticing tons of mushrooms. There's like mushrooms everywhere. And they're like, you know, like the little round ones with a little round, like almost like a globe on top. And then there's like the big flat ones. There's some down the road here. I literally was thinking I need a garden gnome to show you perspective because they were almost as high. Like literally they were like, you know, about that high and with the big cap. I took pictures. I'll throw some pictures in here. These are some of the mushrooms that I found just walking around the trails close to this campground. I don't know if it's a yearly thing, if it happens all the time, but yeah, they're everywhere. So if you like mushrooms, I don't know if any of them are edible or not. But from a photography point of view, they're kind of cool. I don't know, I just found them interesting, so I got nice and low and took some pictures of mushrooms. That said, there's not a whole lot that's close right to the campground. If you do walk down the road, you'll see it when you come in. There is a food truck that's open Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's a GPAW's food truck. I've tried it twice. The first time, I'm not gonna lie, was quite disappointing. Hey, they were backed up. There was just the two ladies in the truck, so it took a long time for the orders to come out. I guess some people had phoned in some large orders and whatever. That's kind of, you know, that stuff happens. It's not a big deal. I didn't mind waiting, but I ordered a what's called a Scotty's burger, and on the sign it's looked like it came with onion rings and coleslaw. Basically, it was like a bacon cheeseburger with onion rings and a coleslaw, is what I thought. What I got was a bacon cheeseburger with one onion ring on it, and that was it. So I wasn't really impressed with that after waiting almost an hour to get it. But I decided to give them another chance because I kind of thought, oh, okay, well, you know, you're in the Maritimes, it's a food truck, probably famous for its fish and chips. You're a dumbass for ordering a burger. Fish and chips, I'd give them a 6 out of 10. The fish seemed a little undercooked in some spots. Came out faster though. So anyways, that's a food truck down the road. Give it a try if you want, or don't. Dave seems to have pretty good luck and hold it in high regard. That's why I gave it a second chance. But honestly, for me, it just really didn't float my boat. Maybe I just got a couple of off days. It's possible. So I think that's pretty much it for this video about Rayport Campground. I will be doing videos on the places that are close to here. Watch for one of Lunenburg, one of Mahone Bay, and tomorrow I'm going to head into Chester and see what this race week thing is all about. So that could prove to be interesting. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So you know what to do with the little buttons. Click the bell icon and click the like button and subscribe if you want to see more Nova Scotia videos. I'm out. Thanks for watching. Bye.